All right, the next sled on the docket for a first burn is this sled, the ZR Trail Performance 858. This is the sled that we've all been waiting for. This is the sled that this motor was designed to fit in right from the beginning. This is the sled that we were all waiting for such a long time. And finally, I'm going to get to ride it. This one's also been outfitted with the Garmin display. It's got the ATAC IQS Fox shock system on it. And it's also got, took me 2 days to figure this out, electric start. All right, let's go. I got the tether on. I know everybody gives me crap about not wearing the tether. Sorry. Let's go. All right, so this is the sled, like I said, that ATAC was developing this platform with this engine in mind. Delays on this engine is what made ATAC choose to go with the 600 last year just to get this chassis out. And I have to say, I love the Catalyst chassis. Not much has changed on it for this year, but this machine is, I mean, it's a sweetheart. I loved it with the 600 engine in it. The 858 makes it better. I was a little worried, to be honest, last year riding it, that it was such a good balanced machine that the 858 would maybe somehow throw off the balance of the sled, but that hasn't happened. This thing is better, just better all over. This thing is super flicky. It's got great power, great response, but this one's got way more legs everywhere in the power band. I mean, you can feel it here. Like, it runs good. Also up here, we're at elevation, so everything is sort of has to be tempered with the fact that we're riding at elevation. You get this thing down at sea level, and it's only going to get better. So I'm going to stop up here because before I got onto this sled, I didn't check to see what suspension. First burn is all about just hopping on a sled, going for a rip. 137. Everything else, like I said, it's got the IQS front suspension. This display just absolutely changes the game for ATAC. Let's go to the ATAC here. Soft, medium, firm. It's all done a touch of button right there. Gonna go down to medium right now. So again, the 858 was been in development for a long time, and for ATAC riders, I mean, you are gonna love this engine. Some more of the boys. The rest of the chassis, as far as the Catalyst is concerned, I mean, all that stuff is exactly the same as last year. Minor improvements here and there. Don't need to talk about all of that. I just want to give you my impressions from the seat. And for riding this thing up here at elevation, definitely falling in love with it. We did not, to answer the question before you asked, we did not run this against any other sleds in like a side-by-side drag race. Just have not had the chance to do that, so I don't know how it would line up against other machines, but it does feel right there with other 850s in the lineup for competitive manufacturers. Just, you know what? This track is just a little bit whooped out. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to ATAC, and I'm going to go down to soft. So, like I was saying, now that we got the 858, I want boost, because the other manufacturers that have boost options on their sled, that's the next thing I want with this one now. So ATAC, bring me boost. Oh, much softer. Perfect. Awesome. So another thing that, talking to different people about the Catalyst chassis, that I did not know, but I did ask the question. I've had a lot of comments about the seats on the Catalyst chassis. Some people were saying that they were too firm. Some people were saying that they weren't wide enough. So right now, as of today, for Snowshoe, for ATAC, they have not settled on a new seat design. I have a feeling you're probably going to see seat changes from model to model, depending on what the intended use is. But they are experimenting with different seats to keep everybody happy. So right now, same as last year, got a great neck down at the front of the seat to be able to move around on, get body English. Squeeze your knees together to be able to hold yourself right in the pocket. And the seat's pretty, I like it. I like the firmness of it. It's not super soft, but it's not a piece of plywood either. And of course, on a sled like this, you are going to spend a lot of time riding standing up, because it does really respond well when your feet positions on the board as you're standing up. It doesn't throw the balance of the machine off. It's definitely designed with this type of riding in mind.